are live. We are live.
Lots of camera action. What is that?
What is what?
I bet there's in the city. You gotta stop receiving cereal bowls.
That chick was coming to praise it. I woke up at 5 to help you with your car.
Yeah.
And then
Felt like
fell back asleep. And I woke up at
7. When I called you.
Well, I went back to sleep. I woke up at like 8:20 and I was like, ding. Okay, everybody. What's going on? Who's discussion? Peter Griffin's already in the chat and I don't stunt. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. We got some of the OGs in the chat, baby. This live feed is going to be a little different than any of the other live feeds we have ever done. I got a ping pong table with a piece of cardboard that is backwards and white on the other side. It was a Raven flyer, but those guys suck for sell tire for the win. Tony W. He said, "What's going on, punk? What's up, homie?" I don't stunt said, "Looks like school." Possibly. Mustang on budget said, "Bang it through the motor." Sean said, "Come on, Troy, big money." Troy, we was just talking about you and your stacker, so I don't want to hear it. Chris Hester's in here. Oh, yeah. What's up, homie?
I wore a shirt the other day.
Yeah, Kirsten was rocking your shirt the other day. Ben Burt, sup, pimpin'? Hey, I thought you was going testing. If you're either at the track or you're going testing, I would like to say be careful, and I hope you get the ET that you are hoping for. Jason Kodak, my homie's in here.
Oh,
he said, "What's up, homie?" And miss you, homie. Oh, and Mrs. Homie.
Oh.
Oops. Yeah, we don't miss you either. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Dude, you have to drive the hot rod over to the house. That would be historic.
Sorry if it's loud, y'all. I'm making dinner.
All right. So I'm gonna chill out on some of the intro stuff. And I'm gonna hop right into it. So today, while I was at work, whatever, I was, writing some stuff down and thinking about a couple of things that I would like to talk about. James Norris is in here, my homie. Ben said, "Got rained out." Well, I hate to hear that, but come hang out with us. I got a couple of things that I'm going to write down here. And we're going to talk about these things in 10-minute intervals, 5-minute intervals, whatever we feel like is needed, but nothing that exceeds 10 minutes. So,
bull crap.
Yeah, that is bull crap. It's going to way past 10 minutes, but it happens. Boogeyman Racing. Hey, guys, my family and I are looking to move out to Kentucky next year, bringing some bad little small tire cars. It would be fun to hook up and do some racing. That sounds awesome. When you're coming down to North Carolina, we got plenty of action down here whenever I can get that pocketbook right. Tony W. said, "When can I get a sticker for my hot rod?" Anytime, my man, anytime.
You know the website.
All right, so we are going to start writing some stuff down. Davis County Public School Education did not help me out with my handwriting at all. So this is what we got. Break up, unless Kirsten would like to write some of the stuff down.
Give me just a second.
All right, well, I'm going to start. Now, these are just random topics that I was just thinking about today. I don't know. Here's one on the list.
Here. Oh, God.
There we go. Number 1. It's backwards. Damn it. Well, no big deal. It says Rob Zombie. Something I would like to talk about, or music in general, but Rob Zombie for sure, because he's making a movie, another one, and it's going to be badass. Street Outlaws. Now, come on. Street Outlaws. Leave some space. Gone Girl. So we're going to talk about, oh my God. I would like to get some input on the new series of Street Outlaws, and I'll tell you a funny little backstory. The EPA. I got another marker.
No, I'm coming back. Don't. Can I put that over here?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't have very many. All weeks, the past 2 weeks. Let's put 2 weeks on there. OG milk truck. And America. Something else I'd like to talk about. All right, so out of these things that we got plastered up here, Rob Zombie, Street Outlaws, Gone Girl, the EPA, our past 2 week adventures that we have been, it's been a struggle, the OG milk truck, or America. So whatever gets the most comments in the next
25 seconds.
till 7:10 is what we're going to start talking about first. Until then, let's start reading some comments. Let's see here. Twister's in the chat. Shelton said, "Hey man, that truck was in my shop this time last year." Which one? Whole milk? Ben said, "Got rained out tonight, but racing here in North Carolina Saturday, come down. I do not have a tow rig." That is something that we need to talk about also. Ben said, "Rob Zombie is awesome." I agree. Troy Messamore said, "Bang it through the motor for 400 Alex." Funny. I like it. Let's see. James Moore said, "Danny Man in Kentucky, Kirsten, my peeps." Jason said, "OG milk dud." James Moore said, "OG milk truck." I said, "Sign Kirsten up for Gone Girl." Absolutely not. That's what we're getting ready to talk about.
Ignore my hair, y'all.
Tony W said, "Street Outlaws Reaper." I guess we could talk about that a little bit if you wanted to. Chrissy said, "Hey, Danny, love you guys. Love the new truck. I appreciate it a ton." Peter Griffin said, "Ever run with the Ohio guys?" I don't run with them. We've raced against them. Eric Mans is from Ohio. We went to Fast in America with Eric Mans. Ohio's pretty popping in the no prep scene. We're going to have to venture out that way before the end of the year.
So 1, 2.
Oh, I don't stunt said OG milk truck.
3.
Galen said Gone Girl.
I'm gonna make a little tally.
We are going to hit all of them. We're going to hit all of them, but these are like whatever order y'all want it to go in, we'll do it. Steven said, "Street Outlaws Gone Girl, it's cool." Scott says, "New truck is very cool." Thank you, Scott. Peter said, "Sweet." All right, so right now, it's looking like OG milk truck. Troy said, "Last 2 weeks, the truck made some nice looking hits." Yes, it has. Christy said, "Love seeing y'all's teamwork." I appreciate it a ton. Boogeyman Racing said, Gone Girl feels very unorganized. The calling out, bets, races, etc. Some very cool small tire street cars, but seems very thrown together last minute. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I'm not going to say anything yet until
You better get my computer charged.
some. Ben Burke said EPA. Also said OG milk truck. Tony W said, "What do you think about Billy the Kid?" I think those guys are pretty gosh dang fast. They have a stock suspension S10 and they boogie with that thing on the street. I don't think there's a whole lot of people that have a stock suspension S10 to that extent that get down that well. I like those guys a lot. Carl said, "Hey man, did your mom get her truck fixed?" We are going to categorize that under the past 2 weeks. James Norris said, "Weather's great in North Carolina. Just be careful with your catalytic converters." My man James Norris got his gosh damn catalytic converter stolen off of his hot rod.
What?
Oh yeah, he's going to take to exhaust shop. It's going to cost him like almost $1,000. Need to build her a car soon, and it's fun to do as a family. I agree. We need to build Kirsten a hot rod. Matt Rice is getting up some races in Ohio for the whole milk to get in. Sweet. Matt Rice is my homie. Steven said the old man is the man. Yeah, probably talking about Street Race Channel. Yes, he's pretty smart guy. Okay, so there's a lot of OG milk truck talk going on. So we'll hit that quick. It's not something that we could probably talk a lot on. It's just the future of the OG milk truck. I've had a ton of people come up to me at the race in Monroe, Louisiana, this past week, and there was 50% or 40% that was talking about whole milk, but 60% wanted to know about the OG milk truck. So I figured that I have not talked a lot about it, so I will tonight. We are going to put a LS motor. We're going to put an LS motor in the milk dud. So I don't know whether I'm going to do a big single or if I'm going to do twins, but there's only one reason that I'm doing this. Now, I've been against LS motors since day one. For me, do they work great? Absolutely. Architecture, awesome. Cheap, absolutely. I mean, just they blow the competition out of the water. Stock bottom end, stock block, you're not going to find anything that will hold more power than the LS did. Facts. The reason I'm putting an LS motor in the milk truck is I don't know a whole lot about the EFI stuff. And that is something that I would like to learn. My ways of learning have always been, I got a phone call. My ways of learning have always been through trial and error. I've learned a little bit with caps. I've talked with some guys about the EFI stuff before, and I just don't know it. I get some of it. I understand how some of it works, but I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert in really anything that we're doing besides mowing grass, baby. Come on. But it's something that I would really enjoy to learn. I think the EFI stuff is cool. I think it's something that I would later on down the road like to incorporate into whole milk. John Boone, y'all love Boone. Every time I post a video with Boone, people go nuts. But John Boone has a sheet metal intake with two big throttle bodies on it, EFI, 2-kit Schweitzer dynamic stuff, Holly, and it looks badass for one, and two, I know that shit runs really good. So going faster is always the key. So if you go faster, you win more races, make more money, have more fun. Simple. More data on that stuff. I mean, it makes sense to do. Does the carburetor stuff go fast? Absolutely. Is there a place for it? Everywhere. Carburetors have been around the odds since the beginning. But the EFI stuff is just something that I don't know. OG milk truck, we got a 6.0 that has good rods, good set of pistons. It's got a spun main bearing in it. So I don't know if the crankshaft is hurt that bad. If so, no big deal. If the crank's hurt, we'll just put an AutoZone crankshaft in it and send it. LS3 heads, I think it'll be a nice piece. Holly high rise, I just don't know whether I want to do big single or twins. That's something I guess y'all can answer. If you think we should put some twins on that dude, so let's put some twins on that dude. If you think a big single would be cool, let's put a big single on that dude. It's not something that I'm going to go race. So that's a big deal. I would rather not put an intercooler on it. That's another big deal. So I'm really leaning towards twins, but it doesn't matter. Really, whatever you guys say, whatever y'all think would be cool, I guess we could do that. Don't matter to me. So I'm going to hop in here and read some comments before we move to the next section of what we got going on. All right, let's see. Galen said truck was looking good in Monroe for sure. Appreciate it. Mustang on a budget said Thunder Kiss 69. Come on. Let's see here. Troy says she can drive Squidbilly if you can get her on Gone Girl with it. No.
Troy.
Well, what we have to say about Gone Girl really isn't good. I mean, it's not bad, but Tony W said Turbo John is awesome. I agree. That guy is pretty cool. James said, if you go with Holly EFI, get in touch with Turbo John. He is a wealth of knowledge. Good idea. I've talked to that guy before. He's commented on a couple of videos and stuff. I've watched a couple of his, videos and stuff, and he does seem pretty cool. Troy actually bought his trailer, and I'm pretty sure, hold on, I'm trying to think. John Dock had the trailer, didn't he, Troy? Who was it? I always get confused.
Tell them I have to be loud for a second.
Kirsten said she has to be loud for a second. She's crunching up some Grippos. If you don't know what Grippos are, that is a really Owensboro,
No, it's a staple in our household.
It's a staple in our household, agreed. But it's a chip company that makes a barbecue chip. They're a little spicy, and they only make them within a 150-mile radius. Damn, they're good. Tony W says twins, baby. Peter Griffin says twins. Charles says big single. Charles also says twins are just more to go wrong. Troy said twins with M5 fuel. Troy, this is going to be a pump gas deal, baby. You know I ain't got all that money like you do. Troy said I got SB and the cow, so Squidbilly, trailer from John Dock at LS Nasty. Gotcha. Man, Steve said, come on. Van said, Turbo John helped Billy with the Falcon and it's flying. I got you. I was kind of wondering about that deal. I don't watch much of the street race channel stuff, but I see, their Facebook posts. Of course, I'm friends with Billy and Bill and all them guys, and I see the Falcon like freaking flying and shit. And I wondered, because I didn't know if Billy knew a lot about the EFI stuff, and I really didn't feel like Bill knew a lot about the EFI stuff. But that makes a lot of sense now. Turbo John helped Billy a ton with the Falcon. Okay. A lot of people in here saying LS twins. Ben said, I got you on the LS bottom. I'll send it to you ASAP. Pay me whenever. Doesn't take much, but knowing, and I do. I was supposed to send you prices, but got busy testing. My bad. Can be twins, no intercooler. Ben, I found a 6.0 for free. So I got to do it. It was just a hurt motor, and they didn't want it. And I was like, well, if you don't want it, what are you going to do with it? They're like, oh, she would probably throw it in the trash. And I was like, whoa, I need that. I'll take it. So Ryan said, I have Hollies on both my bikes. Ryan Reed, what's happening? If you guys don't know him, he has to have a special made driving suit to ride his motorcycle because his balls are so big. That dude is nuts. Like the shit he does he drives like pro street bike. Hell no. I wouldn't be doing none of that. Jason said big single for sure. Matt Frick said 104. Dang. Rick said ton of room in those trucks. Twins. I agree. There is a shit ton of room in a square body Chevrolet, especially with a small block. Ryan said, LOL, you're killing me. That's an ongoing joke that we've had with Ryan for a while. Ryan Reed, badass. He drives the Flash or rides. Ryan, how do y'all go about that? Because it's a motorcycle. Do you say I drive or do you say I ride?
It kind of just depends on the person. I feel like.
Kirsten said it probably depends on the person. Caleb's Garage said, need to make a hot rod now to trailer around whole milk. It would be badass. I agree. And if I had like so much money, I would do it. Justin said, I got a 496 through setup pump gas 95 millimeter single 66 Chevelle. You running a intercooler, no intercooler? What you got, Justin? Yeah, Billy basically learned the EFI stuff on the Falcon very recently. Cool. So that gives me some hope. No, we're not doing that. No. That gives me some hope coming from the background that I come from. The only weird thing is the turbo stuff. I don't know a whole lot about the turbo stuff, so I'm going to jump into a world that is definitely not familiar to me. So, you know, EFI, turbo at the same time. But seeing that Billy jumped right in on, you know, the EFI car, the Falcon, and picked it up quick with a little bit of help, that's really cool. Sherry Beth Madewell's in the chat. So if y'all don't know who that is, that's the Milk Mama, and she's crazy. She's talking about all kinds of stuff. McLarty Ford, Texarkana, WFO, Sam Harvey, Russell Stone, BSM, Black Sheep Mafia. Damn, Mom, chill out. We got levels to this shit, and the levels are behind us. Okay, so comments. James said, you need to get Kentucky K in a street or daily class.
Who's that?
You.
Me?
Kentucky Kirsten. That's what James Norris called it.
I have so many different nicknames. I wish they would just pick one and stick with it.
I feel you. Somebody said Nitrous LS. I'd blow that bitch up so fast it ain't even funny. I'd try to blow it up. Objection. Okay, Justin, I got you. I got you. Ben Burke said, I need a trans brake for a Turbo 350, even used. I don't care. ASAP. Anyone have one on the cheap? Can't wait on shipping to North Carolina. Anybody got a trans brake for a Turbo 350? What do you need? A trans brake solenoid, or do you need the valve body? What do you need? How do you control the spark on whole milk MSD box? Or yes, I got a grid. So the only electronics that we have in there is we got a grid, and then we have a race pack, which is really just to run the dash and to look at all my data. So, you know, drive shaft sensor, G meter, oil pressure, you know, all my sensors and stuff that we have. Let's see. Randy said, Milkman, much love from Randy in New York. Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. New York, I got some homies up there. Ben said both. So we need a valve body for a Turbo 350 and a trans brake. Damn, man. Turbo 350. Y'all trying to throw some juice at that, dude. Y'all going to end up in trouble, Ben. You know better than that. Come on. Steve said Turbo 350 plus a trans brake equals no bueno. Exactly. Come on, Ben. I don't want to see you out there hurting your stuff. Tell the person looking for a brake to look up Brian Lee Fondarian on Facebook. Ben, I know you see the comment. Look that dude up on Facebook. I guess he might have something that you need. Adam said, love the channel. Share with everyone. Most are now fans too. Nice to see someone young keeping it real and staying positive and encouraging others to do the same. ... Procharger in all caps. Come on. I'd love to do it. I just don't have about 20 grand. If I had about 20 grand, I would have a big ass Procharger hanging off the front of whole milk. Just like when Ed had it back when he set the world record of the fastest full-size truck in the world. I would like to get it back there. My pocketbook is just not cooperating. We made a jet change. We made an air bleed change, and we picked up 3/10. I didn't put no slips in that one video. I didn't have the draggy hooked up because it was dead, and they wasn't running no timers. But picked up 3/10 on the motor. So I am super excited to light the kit on that dude and see what it'll do. I like to see it go 460s on the first gun, cast intake, single carburetor, under 600 cubes. Aye. Sherry Beth Maywell said, we just finished that bottle of white we Plena leveled out. Mom. Nobody here is understanding what you're saying. We're gonna need some grammar fixages and some other things. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Them Prochargers are nice, but they are higher than giraffe testicles. Agreed. Rick said, when's the second kit coming? When my pocketbook comes in too. Dang. I've been spending a little bit of money on some stuff around the house. Like, grown up shit that you got to pay for, but you really don't want to because you want to spend all your damn money on your hot rod. So I don't know. I'm trying to get that in the works. I've been talking about the second kit forever. And here's one thing. I've been kind of putting that off. This weekend, we finally got the O2s where we would like to see them to spray that kit. I was reading a comment while I was saying that. Sherry Beth Madewell said, put me on. I'll fix that. I can't put you on here. This is YouTube live. Come on. Crazy. But we got data to see, when the converter couples up and all that. So I wish I had the other laptop. I do, but I don't have my race pack plug. The converter couples up around 0.5. So I'm going to try to light the kit just right before it dips off because it's a very short period of time, very split second. So if we can light that kit when the converter starts to couple up, it's essentially, like it'll keep slipping the clutch just a little bit. It won't hit the tires hard. So we've got the data where we need to put the second kit in at. We've got the data on the O2s where everything's reading right, where we like it. Everything's looking good. And, yeah, we just got to get that pocketbook piled up.
I need help.
What do you need?
Parchment paper out of there.
Kirsten needs some parchment paper. So while I'm helping her out, pick from the next one you want to talk about. So we got Rob Zombie, Street Outlaws, Gone Girl. We can talk about Reaper 2, Tony W. would like to. EPA.
He's our favorite, so we have to.
EPA past 2 weeks in America. Come on.
I got it.
Kirsten's got the parchment paper. So y'all start telling me what you want to talk about. Tony said, what do you think about Hughes converters? I think those guys are really good. They got a lot of data on their products. I have nothing bad to say about them. I feel like they got a lot of cars that run their converters and stuff like that. And a bunch of them are in the no prep scene. Me personally, Michael at Freak Show, I have developed a relationship with him. Super helpful, super great guy. If I ask him a question, answer 4 a.m, don't matter. He's going to pick up the phone. Michael's a really cool guy, very knowledgeable, cheap. If I say I need my, converter loosened up a little bit, send it to him, get it back to me fast. You can't complain. Awesome customer service. I really dig the guy. I'm always going to push the products that I feel like will be a good product to everybody else. Do you need help?
Yeah.
With what?
I need you to put this down.
Put what down?
The parchment paper.
Yeah, Lord. All right. What do y'all guys want to talk about next? I'll be back in a second. I got to help Kirsten lay some parchment paper down.
My hands are dirty.
Or you guys can come with us. What we got? Oh, shit, boy. I don't parchment paper it up, so I don't know nothing about this. All right.
Sit them down over there.
Check this out.
Get a little out long enough to fit in there.
I got to peel the thing off of it.
Yeah.
We all know about parchment paper. Y'all know a little bit about parchment paper? I don't. I don't know nothing about parchment paper. But it looks pretty self-explanatory.
It's got pictures to show
I don't need pictures. That look about great.
Yep.
But I'm assuming you just pull.
Yeah, pull down. Oh.
That looks pretty damn good if you ask me. Look at that. All right. Back to the scheduled program.
Sorry, guys.
Brandon, my homie, said, you coming to US 60 this weekend? Man, I ain't got a tow rig. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I ain't got a tow rig. Mom said, we just finished a bottle of white wine. We are plenty leveled out. Okay.
Too sweet.
Gotcha. Her and April.
Hello.
Kirsten says, hello. Well, I'm about to finish a Pepsi Tall Boy. Get you some of that, huh? James said, Sherry is solid gold. She pushed close to 60 plus hours so y'all could race. She's got my respect for sure. We actually figured that out. She pushed over 60 hours of being awake. Probably the most historic shit I have ever heard of, unless you do math. And then I guess that's pretty normal. But if you don't do math and you stay up for longer than 60 hours driving and hauling trailers and shit, historic.
No, she does not do math.
No, Mom does not do math. None of us here do math. Even though we are close to Muhlenberg, a.k.a. Methenberg, and those folks do math.
They do it all over there.
They do it all. They do it all. Justice said, I have no intercooler. My car makes 1,100 to the tire on pump gas methanol injection. Look it up. Is it on your YouTube channel or something? I have to check it out. Mom is in Texarkana, Texas today, and she's going to St. Louis tomorrow.
She's already gone?
Oh, yeah, she's already in Texarkana. She's nuts.
She didn't tell me bye.
She's nuts.
She didn't tell me bye.
James said, Sherry Beth, what's the status of your truck? They getting you fixed up? The truck is now in Kentucky. So we'll talk about that. Troy said, I can swing by and take you in the stacker. Homie, you ain't getting in my driveway with that dude. You'd have to park it at the end of the road at the fire station, and I'd have to drive a hot rod down there. Jason said, fresh oil, fresh plugs, jet the carb down, back in the hot rod out of the shop to cruise and seeing a trail of red trans fluid.
Oh, we've been there.
Looks like my plans just changed. Again, homie? You did not pull the lines off of that thing pulling out of your driveway again. Damn. Charles said, hello. What's up, man? Russell said, what do you think about yank converters? Never even heard of them, homie. Never even heard of them. Jason said, easy, big fella. That's methed up. Not everyone in Muhlenberg does meth. That's right. My homie Jason Kodat. I don't even know why I called you Jason. My homie Kodat lives in Muhlenberg, and he does not do meth either. Sherry Beth Madewell said, bye, I love you. Bye, I love you too. Be safe. Don't let that white wine get you in trouble. Shrapnel's Bunker said, late to the party, but I'm here. My homie was happening. Ever considered running a dual quad setup? She'll eat for sure, brother. We talking about like two big old four barrels? I have, but I like the simplicity, and I don't know. I feel like it's cool that we got something that's under 600 cubic inches. We got one carburetor. We got a cast intake. You know what I mean? We ain't got no big fancy ass motor, no big fancy ass valve covers, nothing like that. We just got pure, raw Morgan & Sons horsepower, and that bitch eats. I cannot wait to light a second kit. My goal with whole milk is 440s. I would love to go 440s with it. Is the chassis capable? Absolutely. Rear end transmission capable? Absolutely. The motor? Absolutely. I believe so. We got to just light another kit on that dude. When I was talking to Shannon and them at Morgan & Sons and Bud, I was like, Shannon, how much would you spray this combo? Like what would you spray it until you'd be like, I don't know. She was like, me, I'd probably spray it, 600. And I was like, okay, all right. She was like, but I'm looking out for your pocketbook. And I was like, I respect that. I appreciate that. She was like, but let me go ask Bud. And I was like, now this is what I'm talking about. And she was like, Bud, what would you spray, 588 combo? And he was like, I don't know. If you're not an idiot and you know how to tune, right, probably 800. And I was like, come on, Bud. That's what I'm talking about. So We got 40 jet in the first kit. Second kit is going to be a plate. I don't know what we're gonna spray on that one. Probably around 300 or a 93 jet, something like that in the plate. Not sure. Charles says 800. I'm with you, Charles. Raphael's World G said, yo. Walter, my man, said, Def got to set up to do 440. I believe so. We just got to do it. Know what I'm saying? Trapping with Bunker. Long day at work as usual. I feel ya. I got home at 6:30, bounced to the shower real quick, set up all this bullshit, and 7 o'clock, here we are. Sherry Beth Madewell, I thought she said bye, but she said McLarity Ford, WFO, Russell Stone, Black Sheep Mafia, thank you. I'm getting to it, homie. Chill out a little bit. Michigan is the meth capital. Steve, I appreciate that information. I will be sure to use that some way. We got to. Michigan meth capital. I love it. It's brilliant. My boy John Davis is in here. He said, just run it, buddy. Come on. Randy said, come on again. The real Street Outlaws said, what's up, guy? What's up, my man? Riding with Mike said, you going to Quinn's race? I am not. And I hate to say that, but I am not going to Quinn's race. I had scheduled a vacation with Kirsten's family October 1st through the 10th. 9th.
10th. I don't know.
10th. So I'm sorry, and I want to go so bad. There's just nothing I can do about it. I can't get out of it, you know. Not that I would want out of it, but
yes, he does.
James said meth again. That's right. Oh, really? You do realize I'm from Central Michigan? Oh, come on now. We ain't talking about you. Come on, homie. But can you confirm that? Is Michigan probably the meth capital of the world? Russell said, is there something going on with the rear suspension? If you're talking about whole milk, no, not at all. That thing is set up great. When we went to Louisiana, I had the bars jacked up. High. We brought a bunch of power in, and we smacked them bitches. We needed a little bit of wheel speed in the tire, and I just missed the tune-up, really. My fault. That shit happens, and I have to get better about, power management of that level. I don't run a nitrous controller. I don't plan on getting a nitrous controller. I know a bunch of people are going to be like, oh my God, put a nitrous controller in that thing, but I don't want to. I just don't. I'm going to tune my timing with my grid, and I'm going to tune with jet sizes. That's just something that, I would rather do. Raphael said, are you bringing the old milk truck back? Yes, we just talked about that. We are putting an LS with probably twins in it. More people said they wanted to see twin turbos on it, so we're going to probably put some twins on that dude. I thought it was Missouri, according to Google. I don't know, Steve. Riding with Mike said, good answer. Walter Glenn said, when are we going to see the lady in the milk truck? Whole milk, probably not soon. That dude is a little rowdy. And I would not want to put Kirsten in her first hot rod that goes 102 to the 60 foot. I don't know. The OG milk truck, when we put the LS deal in it and the turbo, she'll probably be driving that dude a lot. Rick said, were you invited to the 250 grand race at Crossville at the end of October? I was not. I don't even think I would want to go to that. There's going to be a cluster of cars there, and it is going to be so unorganized. Maybe it won't be. Nothing against the people putting it on. I don't even know. But I feel like it is going to be a little unorganized. It's going to be very hard to get that many people down the racetrack in that amount of time. They're running the track backwards, from what I've heard. So there's going to be some wrecks. That's part of it. That's part of the sport. So I'll probably go and watch. Yeah, I'll probably go and watch. Let's see. Charles said he's got a finger controller. No, I actually put the kid on a micro switch now. But yes, pretty much. The OG milk truck, dude, that thing never had a micro switch. Never. I always had that thing on the button. We'd get out there. If it blew the tire off the hit, I'd just let go of the button, let it gather itself on the motor, keep the foot planted. And once that thing straightened up or did whatever it needed to do, just get back in the button. I had the Nitrous progressor. It was a Maximizer 5, the best Nitrous progressive that you can buy, in my opinion, to where it would restart the ramp. So the Nitrous would come back on where it ended, which a lot of people like doing it that way. I just always didn't want to have another hiccup of possibly blowing the tire off. So I just had the ramp restart back on. Are you going to have them popping out the hood? I don't know. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet with these turbos. Russell said smack hard, looked painful. It wasn't bad inside the truck, but it was very aggravating. The dude that we raced, when we lost the battery at XRP in Texas, one of the first weekends we had tested the truck, we were racing that guy, and he was kind of running his mouth a little bit, or his crew guy was. I was talking to him. He seemed like a nice guy. He had big jacked up muscles and shit. He was, good looking fella. You could tell that he was possibly somebody that a little arrogant. I get it. He was a good looking guy, big muscles, tan, jacked up, had a bunch of money, it would seem. He's got a badass hot rod. So they was, talking a little smack. He asked me if I wanted to bet any money. I was like, no, not really. I'm just testing my hot rod. But I'm ready so that I can get some more test. Mom was like, screw that. What you want to do? And I was like, shit. Mom gave him a little bit of money with him. We went out there and ran the hot rod. And the battery went out, 60 foot, toasted all 8 pistons. It stopped pulling the timing. I've talked about it a ton. Stopped working the cool as hard. But we get to the end of the racetrack, and you got to put them on the scales. So the requirement was if you are plus or negative 3 inches wheelbase that you had to weigh 2,600 pounds. I got a stock wheelbase hot rod, so it didn't matter. They ended up changing the rules, and they said, hey, everybody's got to be 2,600 pounds or plus. So he rolls across the scales at 2,200 pounds. So he's out of the race. He lost. We roll up on the scales. 2604, baby, with me in it. And I was like, come on. So we get back to the pits. He was a little upset, rightfully so. He said that he didn't know the rules, whether it's true or not. I don't know. It's not my place to judge.
What other sides do you want with this?
We got baked beans, some barbecue chips. Mac and cheese sounds great.
Okay.
But so there was a little animosity between Muscle Beach and Mom for sure. Well, Friday night at the JJ's Arm Drop, he's been drinking a little bit, and Mom's been drinking a little bit. So me and Harvey are up there bullshitting, just running our mouth back and forth, and he walks up. And I hear Mom, got a little tone of voice going, and I'm curious as to what's going on. And then I see Mr. Sleeveless, Muscle Beach. Hat backwards, cool mode deep, baby. But, they're bickering back and forth, just talking. You know what I mean? We're just having a good old time running the jaw. Well, things get a little serious, and Mom gets a little serious. He gets a little more serious. He keeps agging some shit on. And I'm like, hey, look, dollar for dollar, pound for pound, I will screw your life up. Although I did use a little different language. But I simply told him, I said, dollar for dollar, pound for pound, I will destroy your whole life. Because it's a fact. He's got a, Pro Mod car, altered wheelbase, big block Chevrolet, F4 Pro Charger, bunch of money. going to tell you right now, I ain't got a whole lot of money in my stuff. Comparative to what some of these other guys got, I'm telling you right now, I've caught some deals. I've finagled myself into some situations because there is no possible. You see the milk truck out there. Really? No. So I've caught myself into some deals. And he was like, what do you need? 2,600, 2,500 pounds, 2,600 pounds? And I was like, look, I promise you, you're not going to come to my level, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But if you got a car that matches me dollar for dollar, pound for pound, you're destroyed. Well, I got a prep car. My car ain't even on the property. Well, Sam Harvey comes up, and he's like, how much money do you want to run for? We'll shut you up right now. Whatever the amount is, 10, 15,000, let's get this thing rolling. Well, my car ain't here. He ain't got no oil pressure. So he had obviously got his feelings hurt enough that night that he went home and got his hot rod. Props to the guy. You are not going to hear me talk shit on that. The dude grew a set of balls, went and got his hot rod, and brought it to the damn racetrack. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm walking through the pits. I see him up there going to make a test hit. I didn't make a test hit on Saturday. And I walked by him. I said, damn. I said, look who brought that hot rod. He said, yeah, I'm here for some milk money. Bingo. That's all we needed to hear. Perfect. So we search him out after he makes a hit. He goes to the 330, lets off the gas. I watched the hit. It looked decently fast to the 330, but nothing that scared me or shook me. We actually went back to the pits pretty confident. And we was talking about some money to gamble. We tried to gamble a little bit of money. He didn't want to. $2,000, he didn't want to do it. $1,000, he didn't want to do it. In the driver's meeting in front of a bunch of people, we got him to bet $500. So we go up there, second pair down. We light them bitches up in a burnout box. Pro-Charger car, American square body Chevrolet, bullhorn, sewer pipes. We can't call them bullhorns no more. I mean, smoke rolling, badass. It's American as all get out. A badass grudge race. We go up there. I stomp that thing, or I bang it through the motor a couple of times. Jesus Christ, I almost forgot about that. Bam! And the crowd's nuts. And that is my favorite part of the drag racing. If you see me go out there and you do me a shit, or you see me do a big ass burnout, I'm trying to get the crowd pumped up. If you see me go up there and bang it through the motor a couple more times than I probably should, I'm trying to get the crowd pumped up. I'm trying to get people excited for drag racing, because drag racing is just purely badass. We stage the thing. We let go of the brake at the same time. Both cars leave. My shit smacks the bars. Gets up on the tire. I pedal it. He's making a good pass. He's making a real good pass. I pedal it. Every pedal that I get, I nudge. I'm not sure if he was pedaling his from the video. He was not. So he beat us, plain and simple. He whooped our ass. He got paid. Went over there to shake his hand. Act like he didn't want to talk to me. I get it. Cool, whatever. But that was our weekend experience there. We got our ass whooped. We just missed the tune-up. It happens. A lot of people don't know what to do. If you go up there, you bet money, you talk a little bit of smack. Oh my God, you got your ass whooped. What are you going to do? Pay the guys goddamn money. Simple. This is drag racing. Drag racing is 50-50. You either win or you either lose. Simple as that. All right. Let's get back to some comments.
You either pay or get hurt.
Yes, true. It's like Chris Varney. It'll either come out of your pocketbook or it'll come out of your ass. And what did it come out of? His ass. We wasn't pump faking. The dude got slap laid out. James Norris, I got a bounce, buddy. Catch you tomorrow. Peace out, homie. Shoot me a text. Charles said that chump change, not milk money. Yeah, no shit. Charles said that's what you do. Agreed. Ray said, you going to Quinn's race at US 60 in October? No. We talked about that a while ago. Got a family vacation. It happens, but damn it, I really want to go. All right. So John said he was a bad sport for not shaking your hand. Oh no, he shook my hand. I went over there and I held my hand out. I said, "Hey man," I said, "good race." I said, "You got me." I said, "We're 1-1," and he didn't even say a word. He was just like, I was like, "Okay, whatever, piece of shit." Larry H said, "You were lucky. He could have cleaned your wallet out." Very possible. You're right. He could have cleaned my wallet out. I'd like to meet up with that guy again.
I'd say we will.
I'd say we will, yeah. I'd say he's going to probably seek out where we're at. And with a little bit more test time and stuff like that, I would love to clean his clock. Not in a fight. He would stomp my ass there, but in a drag race. I don't know.
Phil's only do so much.
Oh, Kirsten throwing out some disrespectful comments. All right, so I am going to talk about the EPA real quick. That way we can get that one out of the way. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Ben sent me a comment. Man, I don't know if you saw my comment about my Duramax, but it doesn't hit gas soon. But please, we do not use it. I just want to help you, I promise. Ben, I'll shoot you a text here in a minute. But if you guys keep up, I try to. Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
I'm sorry.
I try to keep up with the EPA stuff. I've tried, to do all that I can, and not really. I could probably hit it harder on YouTube a whole lot, and I need to. But if you guys have been keeping up with that stuff, did you see where Senator Richard Burr, who is a Republican, and Senator John Tester, which is a Democrat, protecting the RPM Act? Have y'all seen any of this? Look at this. PRI made a poster. So you got a blue state and you got a red state. You got a Democrat and you got a Republican. It don't matter. Look at that. Hot rods are hot rods. This guy likes hot rods. This guy likes hot rods. Whether he likes them or not, they're helping us protect our hot rods. So if you guys can, get on, the internet. Oh, shit, I need a computer charger.
I told you earlier. Can
you grab it?
In the backpack.
It's not.
It's in the room.
Can you grab it? I'll grab it here in a minute. But if you guys can look up the EPA stuff, do a little bit of research on it, sign some stuff, sign the petition, get some stuff working. If you got time right now, go ahead and look it up. Hop off the live feed to save our hot rods. I don't give a shit. This live feed means nothing compared to the hot rods. Kirsten's booming to go get the charger.
Where is it?
Under the bed, I think. Charles F. EPA. Come on. Straight from some bunker. Hashtag screw Panera Bread.
Here.
Any hits yet lowering the bars? I have not. We was going to go try to do something this weekend, but I don't have a tow rig. Ben texted me about that. I'll have to text him back and see what's going on. But if we get a tow rig to haul it to the track, I'll be at the track this weekend testing. Hold on 1 second. Let me plug in this hot dog charger. Boom. All right, we're safe. We're safe. I thought you was going to deliver some bad news. Thank God. That's right. Hey, you know what? Some of these senators are putting in some work. I've talked to Senator Kentucky Matt Castle a couple times. He's trying to take some of that shit up there to the top level and say, hey, look, this is something we need to do something about. These guys ain't doing nothing to y'all. You know what I mean? You got these, I almost said something that I probably shouldn't say, but you got these folk over here in California and shit like that are, pulling some strings around. You got these two idiots that are in office right now, whether you're Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, I don't care. If you do not agree that these two idiots that we got in office are idiots, man, you're struggling. Get on the internet, do a little bit of research. Please, dear Lord, how do we get these dudes out? But, some of these guys in California and stuff started a little bit of this bullshit, hitting people with fines and stuff like that. It's silly. It is absolutely ridiculous. I love hot rodding. It's obvious that you guys love hot rodding. there are millions of people that love hot rods, whether we're dirt track racing like Tony W., whether we're drag racing, whether we're street racing, it don't matter if you're just cruising your shit around, racing or not. Hot rods are badass. It is the most, I would say drag racing is probably the tightest knit sport of people than any other sport. We got more love for what we do, I feel like. Not saying that people that play basketball, baseball, none of that shit, I'm not dissing any other sport. I'm just saying I feel very strongly about the people of hot rodding. We got a bond, every single one of us. If you want to talk shit to each other, whatever, me and Muscle Beach, we got one thing in common at the end of the day. We love hot rods. And you've got to respect the other person for having a love for a hot rod. It's a passion. Some people do it, clout chasing stuff. I see a lot of it now than I used to because I try to not focus on it, but
you realize it more.
I realize it more. Yeah. That some of these people, whether they, I hate to say it, but a lot of the import group, I'm not talking shit on the import group, but I see a lot of it come from that arena of stuff. They're going out, they'll buy a set of wheels, they'll take it to the shop, they'll make them do a little tilty stuff, put a little camber in it, and they'll take a bunch of pictures of it and post it all over the internet, and that's it. And now, if that's what you enjoy and that's what you love, I get that. But you can see what's real and fake. Now, let me that I just thought of that I wrote down. So if you guys know Pete the Greek, he was on Street Outlaws. Well, his engine guy is Porky. Now, me and Porky are very good friends. Porky has helped me out in a pinch. The pistons that are in the Morgan & Sons motor that is right now, that we got whole milk back together as quick as we did, is because of Porky. He's an engine builder out of New York. He's worked for Musi, Shafroth. He's been to Australia working on all of that shit. He told me this one time, and I immediately wrote it down. And it's got a lot to do with the real versus the fake. He said there's no faking it in this game. If you are, you'll get found out. You either perform or get the hell off the stage. It was just something, that we was talking, and he feels very strongly about hot rods just as I do. It was a late night. We were talking about some of the people in the game that are real, some of the people that are fake, And just like he said, if you're fake, you'll get found out. And a lot of people get found out. Some people don't say nothing to them, and I'm not the guy that's ever going to say, hey, look, man, quit faking your hot rods for clout. It's not my place. It's not my place to call them out. They'll get found out by somebody else. And I've found them out to myself. I just don't associate. 99% of the people, when they see something going on, they want to talk shit. I used to be that guy. Guaranteed. I used to talk shit for no reason. But I have, grew up. I've been around people that, got love for the sport. I've poured more passion into the sport. And I've learned, look, let them guys do their own thing. If they, if you don't like what they're doing, whatever. You know what I mean? You ain't going to change nothing. So shut up. Some of these people like to do this with their cars. Some of the people like to take their pictures upside down. Some people like to call their shit trailer park garage, wear a hat that's flat bill, a polo, and got a ping pong table with a cardboard box roll all over it. People like to do the shit the way they want to do it. So at the end of the day, the people that talk shit on that stuff are worthless. Get over it. Go do something else. Go do something with your time that's productive. You know what I mean? Go do something to your gosh dang hot rod. All right, I'm sorry. I was ranting.
Or if you don't even have one, don't comment.
I was ranting. I'm sorry. Sorry. Josh said ball players get paid whether they win or lose.
That is true.
That's true. That is true. Man, my mouth's dry. I was getting hyped up for the sport of drag racing right there. I'm going to have to eat a couple of chips and drink a little drink.
Dinner is almost ready.
Well, I can still eat a barbecue chip.
Well, there's going to be a ton of barbecue chips and chicken.
The only thing I ate today was that BLT you made at the cafe. And that was at 8 o'clock this morning. All right.
Way too much mac and cheese.
My man Kenneth got something in here. Check this out. The RPM Act of 2021, parentheses H.R.3281, is a common sense bipartisan Yeah, I'm telling you, hold on. Legislation to protect Americans' right to convert street vehicles into dedicated race cars and the motorsports parts industry. So I can't hit that. I'll talk about it all gosh dang night because that shit pisses me off so bad. Steve Ganger said, "What's up, Trailer Park peeps? The Milk family, stay true to the sport." You know it, homie.
You want to help me?
Trying to do it live for you, Kirsten. I apologize. I would love to help you. Does that count? Are you making mac and cheese?
Yeah, I need help getting all this cheese.
Getting the what?
All the cheese.
Oh, well, throw some over here. My bad. I thought you was talking about, like, cook something for you. I was like, man, I can't.
No, you can't cook.
I can't cook. I couldn't help you anyways. Russell said, "I'll never quit driving the hot rod. For the last 2 weeks, I've been putting at least 4 hours a night every night to raise hell." Hey, that's what it's about. Drag racing to me is the blue collar American. That's how this is what what's the word I'm looking for? Picture drag racing. Those late nights in the shop, working that 9 to 5 or whatever hour you work, that third shift, to make a little bit of money to go throw with that hot rod. Relationships in and out. Might piss Kirsten off. I apologize, but I cannot tell you how many times I've had a female say, "You spend too much time in the garage." Ignorant. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit. Kirsten ain't never said that once. And that's why Kirsten's still here. She's a badass.
I love spending time in the garage.
Kirsten loves spending time in the garage. Kirsten wants to say something about hot rod.
So I'm peeling cheese. The thing about that is if you can't support the person that you love in doing what they do, you shouldn't be together anyway. That person should be everything to you, and you should want them to fulfill their dreams as much as you would want them to want you to fulfill yours. I couldn't get that out for a second. I'm tired. But if you don't want to see that other person succeed and smile at the end of the pass, coming back to the pits because you're selfish and you want all their time with you, give them space. Let them do their own thing because they'll be better off without you.
I'm ready to talk about Rob Zombie.
Okay.
I got excited. I looked up there and I see Rob Zombie and I was like, come on. So for those of you that don't know who Rob Zombie is, I don't know how. Rob Zombie is a hot rodder. Rob Zombie loves hot rods. Rob Zombie is badass. I listen to Rob Zombie every day of my life. Top 10 favorite music groups, White Zombie, Rob Zombie. He's up there. So Rob Zombie is now, for a little while, House of a Thousand Corpses. If you're into horror movies, check out that movie. It's pretty badass. He's got multiple movies. But Rob Zombie has a movie that he's coming out with. The Munsters, baby. So if you don't know what the Munsters is either, damn. I don't know what else to say. But Rob Zombie is putting in work for the hot rod community. I bet Rob Zombie signed the gosh dang RPM Act. We about that. Rob Zombie is a true American. No, he didn't pay me to say this. I wish he did, because then I'd put a second kid on a hot rod and possibly even a Pro Charger. But I just want to talk about Rob Zombie because I was thinking about him at work. I was listening to some of his tunes, and a couple of weeks ago, I seen that he was coming out with they're building the set. They're building the house for the Monster set, and it is just so badass. I can't wait till it comes out. So we're done with the Rob Zombie skit.
Are we done?
Yes, Rob Zombie's badass. Let's read some comments real quick. All right, let's see here. Ben said, tell everyone to watch the video on YouTube about what happened to PFI by the EPA. Yeah, go check that shit out. I watched that. That was ridiculous. Let's see. Randy said, got to hit the sack, stay true, baby. Got to work. Put in the hours for the hot rod. Ben said, it's un-American if you don't love the sound of a nitrous purge banging through the motor and the smell of race fuel. Damn it, that's what I'm talking about. Or Procharger car. I see Procharger a lot in the comments right now. If a nitrous car comes through the damn burnout box, freaking half sideways, and then when it gets done, back that thing up, rack it through the motor a couple times. Damn, that's what I'm talking about. Nothing more American. You get a Procharger car that, you know, comes through the burnout box, blowing people's shit off their head, hair's flying off, my beard's half crooked, my hat goes disappearing. Brent Self, all weekend before he goes to the line, what happens?
Seeing the kids.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, and you look out in the crowd and they go nuts. The little kids, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I bang it through the motor. You do it for the spectators. The spectators make the sport of drag racing right there. When you go to the track, why is there a track? Because you got spectators. Put on a show for the spectators. Now, the milk truck back in the day, it was a piece of shit, and I tried to do the most ungod-awful burn. Dude, we would spray that piece of shit in a burnout box so hard, I thought it was going to come apart. That thing wouldn't even do a burn. My man David said, new to the channel, that hot rod got a 632. It does not. It is actually a 580. Well, it's 598, under 600 cubes. We had a little mishap. We had to take the bore size out a little bit. But, yes, it is a 598. Tim said, come on. Jimmy said, come on. We're getting the chat excited. I'm excited. We're talking about drag racing, nitrous cars, Procharger cars. Turbo cars are cool. Hey, man, you gotta show love for everybody. But I will say this. When a turbo car, you know, comes down through there, turbo spooled a little bit, come out of the burnout box, woo, that's pretty badass too. But it is not as badass as them damn nitrous cars, Procharger cars. Hey, Stevie Fast. What's Stevie Fast doing in a burnout box? He gives it a couple racks for as he goes up there. And what's he do before he pre-stages that hoe? He racks that thing. And what does it do? It drives people crazy. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see.
Ooh,
John Davis.
how good that looks.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Sherry Beth Madewell would be proud. Mom, I see you. You're still in here. She said, that's right, girl. Love and support him. Makes him a better man. I appreciate that. Mom, Kirsten's making some grippo chicken for the first time ever. One of your special recipes.
If we break up tonight, it's not as good as yours. Still know that I love you, and I'm coming to eat grippo chicken at your house.
Yes. Flip Flop Tan Line said $250 nitrous kit, rental car agencies with excessive cars, $60 a day. Anybody else with me? That would be a badass class. So I had me and Mom. We leased a track in Kentucky. The lady that owned it jacked the lease price up. Thought it was dumb. But anyways, we'll steer away from that. Love to lease a track out for a weekend and put on a couple of classes like Peel It Till You Kill It. So, you know, have a cubic inch requirement or a weight requirement, stuff like that, or have a small block, big block class, and just peel it till you kill it. So, you know, no matter what pill size you want, nitrous cars only. Do the same for a couple other power adders, but a rental car class has to have a nitrous kit on it. So any rental car, doesn't matter, run what you brung, got to be a nitrous car. That shit would be wicked. That shit would be so cool. I swear I typed that about Stevie before you said it. My hero. What's Stevie Fast driving? Exactly, baby. Big blower car. Back in the day, Nitrous car. Back in the day, Supercharger car. What has he never done? Bump box. Come on. I don't know y'all seen that video where they got the damn washing machine on the trampoline. Hey, Stevie Fast, good for the sport. Why? He gets people excited. He talks a little bit of shit. He makes people mad. It brings people to the gosh dang racetrack. Racks that shit through the burnout box. American. That's what I'm talking about. Charles said, make sure to get the roadside service. Pick up at track. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Man, don't run it with rules. I'm going to Hertz in an hour. No, I mean, not a bunch of rules, but you gotta, have some rules. I'm telling you what, some of the classes around Kentucky, you want to talk about rules, they ruin classes. Classes that used to be booming. Classes that used to pack the houses. I remember going to Hardinsburg, the OG Turkey Bash stuff at Hardinsburg, OSCA back before a couple of people had it, whatever. I ain't going to talk no shit. It's a, local. They put on races in my community, and I support them, and I appreciate it a ton. But it's not what it used to be. But they run it with rules. Too many rules will kill a class because not everybody has something that's going to fit these rules. Now, I get keeping it competitive and shit like that, but there's a limit as to what's ridiculous and what's not. Charlie Bennett has been putting on some races here, and it's got flyweight, middleweight, heavyweight, super heavyweight. And he is judging the cars and the drivers based on experience and all kinds of stuff. I think it's a great idea. He's having great success. He's getting car count. He's getting people in the stands.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Let's see. My man said, hey, buddy, it's your guy from up in Ohio. Come on, mobile mechanic. What's happening, my homie? For a while, we used to hit them things all the time. I always kept it real with us since day one, and we've always kept it real with him and the family. Some people don't like him. Some people do. I get it, whatever. But we are not going to make the Crossville arm drop. I know they're doing one in Prescott. I don't think I'm going to make it either. But you know what? I think I will, because we were supposed to go to No Mercy. And I'm going to tell you right now, I will not support Donald Long. That guy is a flaming idiot. Some of the shit he puts online, half of the people that show up to his races are like no preppers. Not like RVW shit and stuff like that. Pro 275. Some of them guys don't run no prep. But like some of the people that fill his car count because RVW is dying and, Pro 275 is starting to dip off because no prep, excites people. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why it excites people? Let me tell you. Because the people that go run no prep, they got balls. They like to do crazy shit. They get the fans excited. Just saying. Not that I got anything against prep track stuff. I love prep track stuff. Radio races, I cannot wait to go run some radio races with Home Milk. I just got to do a little bit of testing. Get some seat time in that dude. Shrapnel's Bunker was happening. John Davis said, smash the like, everyone. Hey, I appreciate that. Charles said, 73 people in here and only 23 likes. Moochers, go like. 97 people even. Hey, I ain't saying that. Come on.
We appreciate that they're just.
We appreciate those guys. And we got 69 likes now, 72 likes. Look at that.
Dang.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate y'all a ton. I'm going to tell you something that has kind of matured me in the sport. And one of it is this damn YouTube channel. Talking to some of you guys, doing some of these live feeds, hearing what y'all like to talk about. Because these live feeds are not, about me. This is, when I think about this live feed stuff, it's getting to spend time with you guys. You guys are what make this possible. So the least that I can do is a gosh dang live feed every once in a while. But I appreciate you guys a ton. We all appreciate you guys a ton. Thank you guys for being a part of the Trailer Park Garage family. Travelers Bunker says, plotting on sending some goodies from Michigan, but you got to share it with the boss lady and mama.
Uh-oh.
Not a problem. Sounds like it's probably going to be some canned food. That's just a wild guess. I don't know. Charles said, thanks, folks. Yeah, that's right. Thanks. Del Rio, Crossville Arm Drop is going to be small tire and daily driver. I seen that. I'm going to English Mountain for that S10 Addictions race, the Civil War deal. I'm going to be on big still. I would love to go do some testing this weekend. That way I can make it down the track. English Mountain is a little bit sketchy. I'm probably going to put a little weight in the back of the thing, take the 40 jet out, put the 32 jet back in the thing, calm it down a little bit, and try to go boogie down there. Flip Flop Tan Line said, chicken done yet?
Nope.
Nope.
Just about.
Just about. No dash rules, some BS. Shrapnel said, Mackinac Island homemade fudge. What do you think about that? That sounds pretty damn good, doesn't it? Too busy making chicken? I'll eat it. KMC, I backed out and hit the like. Lovely. Appreciate it. Rick Avery, where's English Mountain? Or when is English Mountain? For those of you that don't know where it's at, though, Tennessee, English Mountain, I think it's like Newport, something like that. But September 25th, I will be there that Saturday. They're doing something Friday, like testing and stuff like that. But I don't know if I can pull off a 2-day. My pocketbook's getting a little tight. Do you agree with the factory dash rule? Depends on what it is. Depends on what it is. Depends on the class rules, the other rules that are in it, and what we're trying to accomplish in the overall class. John said, what do you think about how JJ treated Anthony, his mechanic, after their situation? I don't like getting into people's drama, and I'm not going to, elaborate on a lot of this. But there's always two sides to the story. There's a lot of shit that, another party said that's not true. Some of it was a little far-fetched. Maybe it should have been handled a little differently. I believe it should have been handled a little differently. But
there's so much
not my place. There's so much that, just like Kirsten said, that we don't know. I'm not picking a side. I like Anthony. I like Jonathan. I like all them guys. I don't have a problem with none of them. And the reason that I don't have a problem with none of them is because I don't get in the middle of their drama. I see a lot of people on the internet picking sides, throwing shade, talking shit. Me personally, I'm not picking a side. Joe Haynes, are you going to go to Battle at the Berg? Damn it, everybody's been asking me this. I am not. Family vacation with Kirsten's side of the family. I would love to go to that damn race because it's going to be off the chain. But Kevin said, I love the mint chocolate chip. Appreciate it. David Capps, the man. He's sick right now. He's got coronavirus.
Again?
Yep. I know it. We're going to go rent the track out this weekend and do some testing if I can find a tow rig.
Good Lord. Cass, if you're on here, I'm sorry to love you.
Flip-flop tan lines, my man said. You ain't as good looking without leaning against a square body. Put that gal back on. Come on. Jeff said, smart move. Travelers Bunker, Jason Kodak, this stuff is insane. It's not overly sweet and sugary. Hey, that's one thing I cannot stand about fudge. You get it, it's fudge, and you look at it, and it's supposed to be rich. You know what I mean? It's or a chocolate fudge or whatever. But some of that shit make your teeth hurt, and I just cannot do it. Headed to work. Much respect, Trailer Park Garage crew, for our I butchered that. Ben, I'm sorry. But Ben says, headed to work. Much respect for Trailer Park Garage crew. Keep banging it through the motor. Come on. That's what I'm talking about.
We love you. Have a good one.
That's right. John said, if they were lifelong friends, it would have been nice if they could have worked it out. I agree. They have been lifelong friends. Anthony actually started, he was a bracket racer. Anthony started street racing. Jonathan, they had the deal. where they could do all the street racing stuff. Anthony hopped on board. Anthony and Jonathan always known each other, always worked on each other's stuff. I agree. It would have been nice if everything would have worked out. What's the status on the tow rig? All right. Everybody's asking what the status on the tow rig is. So we're going to talk about the past 2 weeks. So if you didn't watch the last video, that sucks. I get it. People are busy, or you just don't care. I understand that also. So
Dinner's done.
Dinner is done.
I'm waiting on you.
Give me that.
I didn't make the freaking baked beans.
Come on, man.
I'm
So the past 2 weeks have been a little crazy.
a little.
So I traded my Mincers for a set of sand tufts. Okay, you guys remember that. So Mom goes picks the sand tufts up. What do I get? A set of AFCOs. There was a little mistake in the delivery process. Jethro, come on, damn it. But Mom brought them back. Shit, no big deal. She's like, hey, I got a lead on a trailer from Sam. What do you think? And I was like, hell yeah. So as soon as she got back, we worked that day. She loaded up and left to go get the trailer. She goes and gets this trailer. She's coming around Texarkana on the Arkansas side, and the truck goes into limp mode. She keeps running it, trying to get it closer to the dealership. She gets to the dealership. They fix it. She drives 11 miles, limp mode, shuts off. She gets it back to the dealership. They work on it, can't get nothing done. So McClary's Ford, Mom never talks this highly of businesses, but she told me on the phone, rambled of how nice every single staff member and all the salesmen, everybody were to her, and to get her to me to get the race truck loaded up and to Monroe, Louisiana. They let her borrow a truck for a week, a personal vehicle. Loaded the trailer up, came to Kentucky. We loaded whole milk and everything up in the trailer. We went straight to Monroe, Louisiana. Mom has still not slept yet. So we're working on about, 48 hours as of now, her being up. We get to Monroe. We test all day. By this time, she has been up 60 plus hours. We finally got some sleep. So that night, we grudge race Harvey for the trailer, and your boy pulled it off. So Trailer Park Garage got a trailer because whole milk was hauling ass. Come on.
Milk was whole milking.
Whole milk was whole milking, baby. A lot of people asked if we let our foot off the gas or what. The kit stuttered. So the kit, I got to figure out something there. I looked through all the electronics, everything. Not sure what happened there. It hasn't happened since we did that. So the kit stuttered. I don't know. We didn't have an ungodly amount of timing pulled out to, make anything else stutter or, hiccup on the timing. It didn't nitrous backfire or anything. I mean, it just, wham, it was there. And then it cut out for a split second, and then wham, it was back on, and we was hauling the gosh dang mail. So after that week, we get home Monday. We got to figure out a way to get Mom's truck home. We can't. Russell Stone, baby, if you guys know who Russell Stone is, Black Sheep Mafia, he's like, look, I get you hooked up. So Russell loaded that dude up, hauled it back to Kentucky for us. Major shout out to Russell. He's the man. Appreciate Russell a lot. Super great guy, full of knowledge, and all of Black Sheep Mafia. I love all those guys. I've been friends with those guys for a couple of years. Awesome people. Funniest people, yeah. Plunkett and all of that. Awesome. Brent, badass, fast, hot rod. Black Sheep Mafia, that's where it's at right now. So, the dually is down.
Still.
So we're going to talk about tow rigs. The dually is down. Mom's hot rod is down. We had to take the other truck back to Texarkana. Harvey was like, hey, I got a truck. Come pick it up. So, Mom is in Texarkana now getting Harvey's truck. She's going to go to St. Louis tomorrow. She's the drivingest, craziest person I've ever met in my life. Fortunately, she's my mother. So she'll haul me all over the gosh dang country. And a lot of people always ask that. They're like, why don't you bring your mom to the racetrack? Why don't you do this? One, we're a family unit. We race as a family, friends. That's just something we've always done. We all enjoy drag racing.
We talk about you as a family too.
Terrible.
But in a good way.
She's crazy. But I'm telling you right now, right now, 8:20, I said, Mom, we got to make it back home because somebody just called us out in California. 24 hours, we got to make it there by Sunday night to get this race off.
Yeah.
She'd be on her way. We'd be loading up a damn trailer. She wouldn't
Her
sleep.
exact words would be,
nuts.
let me shower and pack my shit and I'll be ready.
Yeah, let me shower, pack my shit, and we'll be ready. All right. We did talk about America a while ago. I forgot about that. We went on with America.
Try this and see if it's good.
Hold on, I got to go try some mac and cheese, and then I'll be back to read some comments. All right, we got that out of the way. All right, comments. Clay Milliken.
It's a lot of mac and cheese.
No, Clay Milliken. You know who that is?
Familiar.
Okay, so Clay Milliken's in the chat. He says, I enjoy Trailer Park Garage. That is purely badass. Clay, I appreciate that a ton. It's great to have you here. That's pretty badass. That is awfully humbling. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Jeff says, I have my opinion, but I don't know either. If it's a cheap opinion. Charles said, you forgot the beans.
I'm working on it, Dave.
She's working on it.
Y'all
Ben said,
leave me
everyone
alone.
needs to watch the PFI video. That's right. EPA. Trying to take away our hot rods. Man, I got so turned up on that while ago. Woo. Come on. Clay supports all the up and up comers. He is a class act. I agree. Clay is somebody I've always watched through my, younger years of drag racing. How about that? When I first started to really get, excited about the sport of drag racing. So it is very cool. Like I said, it's very humbling to have him in the chats. That is badass. Kirsten, let me show you something real quick while we read some comments. Okay.
Do you want to show them dinner?
Yes, we can show them dinner. Absolutely.
Do you guys want to eat dinner with us?
Kirsten wants to know if y'all want to eat dinner with us.
We eat late in this house.
We do eat late.
Sometimes we don't.
Man, you guys are going crazy with the comments. I love it. I love to hear everybody talking about some drag racing. I appreciate it a ton. Drag racing is badass. Let's keep it rolling. Everybody's talking to Clay right now. That's what I'm talking about. So Clay is a Nitro funny car, Top Fuel, NHRA. You know what I'm talking about here?
Yeah.
Bad man.
Yeah.
This is bad. This is a dream come true, pretty much. Russell said, LS is a bad idea for OG milk truck. 23-degree old school. Bang it through the motor. I would even donate a pair of old school Dart Iron Eagles. Man, I tell you what, I like some Iron Eagles. Them things hold heat. They make good power. A bunch of people talk shit on them. I don't know why. But I have to go with LS. I'm sorry, Russell, but EFI is something that I would really like to learn, and I want to learn it on a budget. If I was to put EFI on, the Morgan & Sons motor, I would really hate to go out there and make a mistake, which I know I will, and burn my shit up. I just can't afford to do that. The pocketbook's not there, and parts right now are insane to get. It doesn't help with the couple of dumbasses we got in office. Sorry. Jason Kodak, or Clay said, watch all the time.
What?
So Clay Milliken watches the channel all the time. That is also badass. Tim said, "What's up, Clay? Fastest man on YouTube." Everybody's going crazy. Clay's in the chat. That's right. Clay, while you're here, if you're still here, let me ask you one thing. And this is just one thing that I want to know, because you are a very experienced, you've been in the sport a long time. If you were going to give some advice to some of the young and upcoming drag racers, such as myself, or somebody, that's wanting to get into the sport of drag racing, they really don't know how to approach it, or they're, looking for some help, what is some advice that you would give to a, newly starting out drag racer, somebody that just started the sport, trying to get excited about it, trying to get turned up, trying to get out there, do some burnouts?
What would he give his 19-year-old self?
Yeah, if you had to give advice to yourself when you were 19 years old, what would you say? That is one question that I would love to ask you. He said, watching from Z-Max Dragway.
Treat everyone like they're important.
Treat everyone with respect. That is something my dad taught me growing up. He always said, treat people the way you want to be treated. And that is something that he beat, pretty hard into my head. You got to work hard to play hard. Treat people the way you want to be treated. The golden rule. I had a music teacher in elementary school. His name was Mr. Case. I'll never forget it. And every day we went into his class, he always said, treat people the way you want to be treated. And he wrote rule on the whiteboard every day. So I appreciate that, Clay, a ton. Treat everyone like they are. Treat everyone with respect. That is awesome. I love it a lot. Okay. Clay, only man that could gap my hero Stevie fast. Yes, he could. Yes, he could. All right, let's see here. Josh said, what size jets are currently in whole milk and any plans to wick it up out the back? Much love from the 502. Bang it to the motor. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got a 40 jet in it right now. It's 40 jet in the nitrous side. We got 30 in the fuel. I'm running 5 3/4 pound of fuel pressure. We're pulling 16 degrees on that side of the kit. I do plan on wicking it up out the back. I actually plan on wicking it up before the 60. So from the data that we got this weekend, we can see when the converter starts to couple up, and I'm going to start lighting the kit right before it couples up. So essentially what it's doing is, pretty much slipping the clutch, I guess you could say. So if we can bring the kit in there, I wish I had the data pulled up. I think it was like 0.46 is when it is fully coupled up. So we're going to try to bring it in. Yeah, sure. I would love to bring it in just a tad before that. We've been 102 to the 60. I would love to see the thing go 0.9. That would be wicked. That would be a dream come true. Absolutely badass American. 0.9 to the 60. There's a very select few of people that drag race that have been able to do that. And I don't know. That's just something that is important to me that I would love to see happen. Look at this. Are you guys ready? So we got some mac and cheese. We got some baked beans. And we got a piece of Grippo chicken. Kirsten just especially made this. This is her first time making Grippo chicken, a recipe of my mom's.
I was just going to get McDonald's tonight.
All right, we're getting ready to try it out. You ready? That's what I'm talking about. Good job, babe. Do what? You're making me spit it. Kirsten tries to do stuff off camera.
I want to make sure he's not lying.
No, I'm not lying. If I told you, if I said that I didn't like it, then I wouldn't like it.
Is mac and cheese good?
It probably is. I've never had bad mac and cheese. Actually, that is a lie. I've had bad mac and cheese.
You know when it's dry?
You don't have to like it to eat it.
Stop!
Mom said, Milk Mama approved. Jody Pearson said, can you tell my 7-year-old happy birthday, Lane? Hey, Lane, happy birthday. I hope you grow up to be a badass drag racer. If that's not what you're into, then I hope you grow up to be successful in whatever you're doing. 7 years old, this is the most crucial point of really learning in your life. Have fun. Always listen to mom and pops. They know what's best.
Even when you think.
And I hope that you have a great birthday. We're getting spammed by webcamschat.com, hot girls and boys video chat.
Nice.
Look, check it out. What's that all about?
Report. Harassment.
I don't even know. Webcams found y'all. I didn't even know they could do that. I didn't even know this thing. But hey, everybody, tell Lane happy birthday. It says he just turned 7. That's badass. Happy birthday, Lane. That's cool. Russell said, time to go for a drive, see if I can influence some youngsters into going fast, maybe take some of their lunch money. Peace out, wheels up. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about the future of the sport. Come on. Clay said, you know your live chat is rolling when you are getting spammed. Yeah, I guess so. Jason Kodak said, webcam chat is a whole different kind of trailer park party. That's right. Jody Pearson said, thank you. She's all gums because she lost most of.
Jeez, that's why it's.
Has the Tooth Fairy been bringing some stackage? Because I remember, no, I'm not even going to say it. If she can hear this, then I'm not going to tell my story about how I lost 5 teeth in 2 days because I figured out the Tooth Fairy brought money. Clay Milliken said, happy birthday, Lane. That's pretty historic right there. Is it Lane or Laney? Am I saying that wrong?
Go back up. Lane, I would.
Lane? Yeah. Fried spam is fire. I agree. You've never been broke or you have never been poor until you have ate fried spam. Some rich people eat it, I guess. I mean, that's fried spam isn't prejudice, but I agree. Fried spam is great. There's a bunch of food and life hacks from when we used to live.
How long have we been doing a live feed?
Hour and 38 minutes.
Okay, so it didn't take long to cook tonight.
No.
Oh, sorry.
And we're having a good time. What else?
Thank you guys for eating dinner with us.
Yeah, thank you guys for eating dinner.
Greatly appreciate it.
Lane, but it's spelled Layne. Okay, perfect. Got it. I didn't want to, say your name wrong. I've seen a nickel keep me from being broke. Yes. Sean said, nothing beats a salt and pepper sandwich, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, what about a piece of white bread, a little bit of ketchup, another piece of bread? It tastes just like a fish sandwich.
Or just a piece of bread
if you're
with
broke
cheese
and you
on
haven't
it.
been eating anything good in months.
A piece of bread with cheese on it and put it in the microwave for 12 seconds.
Fried chicked chili verde. I don't even know how to say that. Crazy. Charlie said, Clay treated me with respect years ago at a few different events when I ran QR and TD and IHRA. He was the man to beat in Top Fuel. That's right. So, Clay, if you're still in here, who is some of your, I guess I wouldn't say rivals. I feel like a man like you doesn't have a rival in life, but I feel like you have a rival in the sport. So who right now in this season is a rival of yours? Whether you like Charlie. No, he was talking to Charlie. Okay. Who's a rival that you would either want to beat this year, that y'all been going back and forth? Who you got? Torrance, one of them guys? I'm curious to know. Torrance team are bad to the bone. That's who I figured. Yeah, I've been seeing Torrance pop up a lot here lately. Huh. Sorry, bud. It's fried chicken chili verde. You had to spell it for my dumb ass in a redneck way. Oh man, I love it. That's awesome. That is the prime example of trailer park garage. I blame the Davis County public school system. All right, so we got one more thing to talk about because I am going to enjoy dinner with my fabulous girlfriend here who has slaved over the kitchen. So let's talk about it real quick. You ready? Street Outlaws, Gone Girl, and Reaper. Reaper, I have nothing bad to say about Reaper. I feel like some people may get a couple of bad ideas from the TV show, but people get bad ideas from my mother from the TV show. That TV show is made to make money, okay? Otherwise, there would not be multiple seasons, okay? You see what I'm saying here? So, also, when you show up, you are paid based off of performance. So, if you go out there and you go, JJ the Boss, I'm a big fan. I'd love to race you, but I know I'm not going to beat you. I don't want to race for any money because I know you're going to win.
Stay home.
Nobody wants to see that. You know what I'm saying? So Reaper got on there, drama. That gets views, man. For that TV show, drama. Multiple other things. So Reaper, I have nothing bad to say about him. I've never met him. Can't judge him. I couldn't judge him anyways. Okay. Street Outlaws, Gone Girl. So before it came out on television, I would have got that for you. Before it was, set into motion, Mom came up to me and she was like, "Hey, look, I was talking to Jonathan. They're getting ready to do a new season. I had to burp. I'm sorry. Can I drive the milk truck? They're wanting street cars, stuff like this. Can I drive the milk truck?" And I was like, "Explain to me a little bit about what's going on." And she did. And me and her come to a quick decision that is probably not a good idea. So I have been on the internet. I have not yet watched one episode, but I see some of the previews that they got on the internet and stuff like that. And it does not look like it's doing good. My question is, what do you guys think about the Street Outlaws Gone Girl show? I know we talked about it a little bit in the beginning. Do you like it? Do you not? If you wish they would change something, what do you think they would need to change? What would you like to see change to make it better for you to watch? Is it some of the cast? Somebody said it looked a little fake. Things were a little like it was tight. Like you had to kind of pull information out of people. People weren't really free flowing with some of the things that they were saying. The call outs were a little weird.
I feel like girls kind of like if, for instance, I would have gone on there, it would have been hard to compete with the regular show. Do you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like some people don't take girls seriously.
Right.
But some don't need to be taken seriously. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on them from the guy's show and whatever. And I don't know. I'm just rambling. I need to stick to eating.
All right. Let's see here. Jeff said, "Let us know if you come back to Gleason. Would love to hang." I would love to come back to Gleason. Everybody there was super nice, super great people. The fans were awesome down there. I would love to come and hang out with you guys.
I had a good time.
Reaper is awesome. People are mad because he speaks the truth. He does. I've watched a couple of his live feeds. I wish that I had more time to watch, more YouTube. I know it sounds silly, but I wish I had more time to watch more people's, Facebook Live and more people's all kinds of stuff, more content. Sometimes I watch people's stuff and I get motivated. Sometimes I watch people's stuff and I get, ideas, not ideas to steal or nothing like that, But like, man, they're talking about the EPA. I'm not talking about it enough. Or they're talking about something that really needs to be talked about in a racing community and in the sport as a whole. And I need to do more. I need to do my job as a content creator, I guess you could call it, and a drag racer to let the people know something about this or something. So I wish I had more time to watch that stuff, but I have watched some of Reaper's live feeds, and he does say some pretty crazy stuff, and a lot of it is true. And some people don't know whether to believe it or not because they're not in this world.
Say
But they're not in the world. They don't see some of the behind the scenes stuff of the shows. The dates that conflict with others, or some of the drama that has nothing to do with what's filmed, but producers, camera, stuff like this. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of it because it's not my business. But all right, let's see what we got. The shows are getting played out, almost seem scripted. Tell Stevie to strap in the 300-inch car and rip it. Our top fuel car and rip it. What part of Kentucky are y'all in? Owensboro. Well, we're in Utica, but about 15 minutes from Owensboro, 45 minutes from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Beach Bend, awesome racetrack. Yeah, 2 hours from Louisville. Trash. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are excited about the new Street Outlaws show. I have not got to see it. John Schlafer, my man, said, I'm out. See you, buddy. Bobby said, hey, from California. Gone Girl seems a little dull. Give us a real all-female, no preparation with 30 or 40 ladies, and I'm buying a ticket. Gotcha. Clay said, all hot rodders need to go sign the RPM Act. The EPA is trying to shut us all down. I'm about to get fired up on that again. Clay, I don't know if you were on here for the live feed earlier, but I got to rolling with the EPA thing, and I'm probably stepped out of a couple bounds. I don't like to get into a lot of politics because, this is America. And America is based on, people believing in what they want to believe in, doing what they want to do. But one politic that I will get into is the idiots that we have in office. Definitely got a couple of weirdos up there. But EPA, we was hitting it pretty hard earlier. But it's not hit hard enough. If you guys don't know what that is, get on Google. Do a little bit of research. There's a petition. Go sign it. Send a letter to your senator. If he doesn't respond, keep bombing his email. I mean, hit him. If you ever watched, why did I just forget? Shawshank Redemption? Am I thinking of that right?
What are you going to reference to?
It's got Morgan Freeman in it. And they go to prison.
We haven't watched that movie in a long time.
I know, and it's upsetting me because it's such a great movie.
We're gonna watch movies tonight.
Yeah, but he wrote a letter, to the state. We need books. We need our library. We need books. We need books. We need books. We need books. And after countless letters, what did they do? They did something about it. Why? Because they were tired of getting those letters. Some of these guys do not care about the problem that we are presenting, but they will get tired of it after we send a few 100,000 emails. You know what I'm saying? Clay said, everyone, I had a blast, but I got to roll. Hey, Clay, good luck this weekend. Hope you do great. I definitely need to stop in to one of those races here soon and come check you guys out. I appreciate you a ton for hopping in here. Yeah. So have a good night. We'll see you. Great movie. Yeah, Shawshank Redemption. That's it. I don't know why I forgot. I love that movie a ton. Yeah, it is sad.
He almost broke up with me because I hadn't seen that movie before.
I did not. Listen to that.
Showbiz Madewell, if you're still in here.
Why are you eating my food?
Because you ain't eating it.
Well, stop. I'm going to.
I just want a bite.
There's a pot of beans right there.
I don't feel like getting them.
Oh, my goodness. Crazy. All right. So,
Don't talk with your mouth full. Would you like another one? There's more in the fridge.
damn, I got to. If you've had Grippos before and you catch one in the wrong pipe, that spicy ass chip, you know what's going on right now. You know what's going on. Jeff said 100,000. Hell, we need millions. I agree. Jeff said, Beans, son, you're in trouble. Just wait till movie time. Clay needs to get back in a door car and get at Steve fast. Remember, RPM Act is important. That's right. Looks like marriage eating.
Everyone always says we act like an old married couple.
Robert said, what's your rear gear in the OG milk truck? Currently, it has a 456. I remember when we wasn't making.
Don't you?
Grippos are a staple food.
No, your mother's
Oh, yes,
comment.
that and Tombstone said it was un-American. Yeah.
I was almost
Kirsten-
forced to leave this house until Sherry Beth stood up for me and said, well, just watch it.
Kirsten hadn't watched Tombstone. Kirsten hadn't watched Shawshank Redemption. SLC Punk, American Graffiti, Two-Lane Blacktop.
Still haven't seen that one.
Well, you know, I don't think that I'm going to do that to you because unless you are a true hot rodder, it's enjoy Two-Lane Blacktop.
Oh, they're all going to be mad at me now.
Changing the jets, baby. Let's change the jets. Most badass part of the movie. What about Full Metal Jacket? I've watched it. This one has not.
I was never a movie watcher. I was outside with my shoes off, walking and running and gravel and sticks and dirt. And
We run
Eating
big steam
honeysuckles?
engines, rolling coal old school. Screw the EPA. That's right, baby. She will eat off your plate until she's dead. Just saying, my old lady been doing it for years. I don't
made
bother
it.
me.
I
I was
made it.
just messing with her. What size is the carb on OG milk truck? When we were running E85 with a 750 CFM carburetor, we had a Hemi with a torque flight.
I thought that said hit me with the tortilla.
No, it's a part of Two-Lane Blacktop.
I know, but I can't see.
But Charlie, we also had a APD 1050 4150 style carburetor on it when we were running gas, and it was bitching. I had it on my 327. Dad was like, it'll never work. Too big, too big, too big. I spent about 2-3 weeks with it back when I first started, you know, messing with carburetors and stuff. And we got that thing rolling, and it only got better. It was an awesome carburetor. Has she seen Gone in 60 Seconds? I don't think she has. Let's see. The Shank? Question mark. Blake, what are you talking about, man? True Grit. New or old? I've watched both. Have you watched the new one? I'd say you.
I'm not a movie watcher, y'all. Unless it's Hallmark movies around Christmas time.
Oh.
Then I'm cuddled up.
Jeff, I like that. Hit me with a torque fly. That's right. Vanishing Point. You want to know something? I've never watched Vanishing Point.
Oh, you got to bash him now.
I've never watched Vanishing Point.
I don't know what that is. Don't judge me on my Hallmark movies.
I never knew there were 3 American Graffitis.
I know there's 2.
There's 3?
We're getting ready to find out.
If there's 3, the third one has to suck. Because there was American Graffiti, more American Graffiti, and what? Even more American Graffiti? And more American Graffiti was not as good as number 1. The best part, you can get on YouTube, and you can look up John Milner's part in More American Graffiti, and it's badass. He's got the front engine dragster back in the day, when you had to sit real low on them things. There was no, restrictions on anything. Couldn't even see over the blower. That's badass. Everybody's saying they thought there was only 2 also.
I just stuttered and I apologize. Snake and Mongoose. I think I've actually watched that. I really think that I've actually watched it.
Where? Michael Saps? Because he used to have it on DVD.
I think we watched it at church.
Probably because Michael had it on DVD. Watching Snake and Mongoose at church. That's American. I cried in a Hallmark before.
They get straight to the heart.
I watched Full Metal Jacket for the first time literally the night before I shipped out to boot camp. Perfect. Yeah, let's watch Full Metal Jacket and about getting hazed and shit right before we go get hazed and shit. Every drag racer needs to see that. I agree.
I can't stand it either.
Bite the fork?
And scrape your teeth?
I'm
Stop.
not.
Yes, you are.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You have never said that to me ever.
You heard it. I've heard it for 2 years now. American Graffiti 3 trailer? 2018?
Have you ever seen Hot Rod with the Old Willies? I have not, but my dad always told me about that movie. And I've tried to watch it, but I cannot find. I've always wanted to look it up. I've never put that much effort into really trying to look up where that movie was at. This has reminded me that I need to go do it. What is this?
That's enough.
They're like making fun of American Graffiti here. Disrespectful. Cannot. Two-lane black top, but watch Born to Run. I have to do that. The movie Hot Rod, the best. Charlie says, I like the movie Limitless.
Can we move in closer?
What? Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm blind.
What if we could get the drug as drag car drivers? What if we could get that drug as drag car drivers?
What? Where do you see that?
Right here.
What if we could get that?
Fast Freddy. Josh says, what is the base timing on whole milk? And could you explain the J-hook timing pull technique?
Fish hook.
Okay. So the fish hook was essentially taught to me by Sam Harvey. So when I started messing with a grid for the first time, I was very familiar with nitrous progressors, but I was never really familiar with timing progressor, I guess you could call it. So you got a launch retard box in the grid, and this is where we do most of our work at right now. So is your computer right there? Let me just show you. So I will show you a tune-up that we have in the truck currently.
Hold on 1 second.
Kirsten's going to fire that up, and then you'll be able to see kind of what we're talking about.
What are we doing tomorrow?
Dude, I have so much to do. Hey, I can't tell you. I'm going to film it and put it in there. Debbie Does Dallas. Go to the grid. Oh, what was that? So my data is still pulled up from the run. Damn it, the webcam is back. Hot girls and boys, video chat.
I'm tired.
All right, so check it out. This was the pass. Can you see it?
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of see it. So we're on the brake right here. We take off. We hit the bars. What happens? We got to let out of the thing, pedal. We get back in it. Comes up. We make a gear change. Come up. We got to pedal. Goes up. In tire smoke. We got to pedal. Tire smoke. Pedal. That was the run against Muscle Beach. Unfortunately, it sucks, but you need to block them. Think I'll do that?
We did. I did.
Okay, it's blocked. Okay, so let's talk about the fish hook. Ready? All right, so this is what I had in the truck when I raced Muscle Beach. So we're pulling a significant amount of timing. Not really. We're pulling 9 degrees at 0.1, which is boom, right down. So we're leaving the line. The kit's coming on. It's hitting the tire hard, but we don't want to spin the tire. So at 0.1, I pull the timing out, and I J hook it, just like you said. I fish hook it. And now you're buffering.
Because you're on the internet.
Probably because of the internet right here. All right, we should be a little bit better now. Are we still buffering? Are we still? So, I'll bring the laptop back over here. Then we can get it all. So, this track had a concrete patch at 180 feet. And what I did was go into the pass that we made when we raced Harvey and seen when the drive shaft speed got real high and the G-force started to dip out. And then I started to pull more timing. So down track, I pulled a little bit more timing, and then I J-hooked it in again. But I flattened lined it right here to get over the transition a little bit. So the transition was right around here with the end where the drive shaft started to get wonky. So keep it flat for just a fraction of a second, and then we started bringing the dude back in. But the fish hook is smooth. It's easier on me making a graph because my ADHD goes nuts, and it works. Simple as that. Are them Cocoa Pebbles still slapping, Philip? Yes, they are, my man. How did y'all like Little River Raceway in Texas? I went there with my dad in the 80s. I liked it a lot. Real sketchy, narrow drag strip. Reminded me of Hardinsburg. It was really cool place. Iron Horse Garage. Tell Kirsten I am looking up Grippo's chicken recipe right now.
Hey, look, I'll bring you some.
I am so making that when I get back from vacation. That's right.
It's real easy, y'all. It's just Grippo's chicken and eggs.
Any chance of you sharing any times on either truck? Every video that we make, we usually share times. So if I get a slip printed off, I'll share the time. The fastest we've been with whole milk is a 482. The mile an hour was a little low. We've been 102 60 foot with the thing. We made an air bleed change. We picked up 3/10 on motor. So I would like to see it end up around 460s on the first gun, and I would like to end up around 440s with the second gun. What are you doing?
That's so much mac and cheese.
I know it is. Everybody's talking about the food. My man Charles said, "Gotta run, bud." Everyone smash that like button. Come on. Are you going to be at JJ's Arm Drop in Crossville, Tennessee? I am not. I'm going to be right up the road at English Mountain. I'll trade some 29.5s for some 28s, almost new, 2 passes. If I had some 29.5s, them bitches will be gone. I cannot find no 28s anywhere. I've been trying to get some 28s for whole milk, brand new. Some Mickey Thompsons. Who's got the hookup on tires? Anybody in the chat know somebody with a hookup on tires? I'm not asking for a deal.
Who can get them?
Or none of that. Who can get them in a good amount of time, and I don't have to wait freaking
7 weeks.
8 years. Sherry Beth Madewell said, I invented Grippo chicken. Butter, no eggs in mine. That's right. Y'all heard it here. Mom invented Grippo chicken. Yeah, she did.
Okay.
If she didn't, then who did? Mom invented Grippo chicken.
Okay. To you.
Mm-mm. Charlie said 102 is a rocket at the 60 foot, especially to only run 480. Damn, the potential is absolutely there to fly.
Do you want to see how much mac and cheese I have made? I've already eaten my fair share, and that's plenty. And Danny's fair share. And we still have this much left over.
Anybody want some mac and cheese?
When we see that mountain of mac and cheese.
Who said that?
Oh, I said that.
Prom queen making some fire Cocoa Pebbles. Come on. Heck no, not yet. Be making some cinnamon toast crunch for dessert. Where's your nemesis, the trash man? Arnold's garage. What are you talking about? Oh,
Chungus.
is my
Chungus.
Chungus? What are you talking about?
This is dessert.
Coco, someone's about to get scissor kicked in the back of the head. That is the 5th time tonight, and you're going to have to do something about that. Right, with a 102.60 wicked up out the back, that thing is going to fly. I agree. I am so excited. I am out, my fellows. Not sure what's even going on. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew, Coco's Gear Studio. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I thought I seen you at Crossville Dragway once. You was with German Valdez. You wasn't racing. Regret not meeting you. Shoot, man, I'm everywhere all the time. I definitely will be back to Crossville Dragway. That place is awesome. Michael Newcomb does a great job running that place. Super nice facility. I was racing that day. I was racing a twin turbo mint-colored Fox body for a guy out of Paducah, David Capps, my homie. Super good guy, fast hot rod. By the way, Capps has got an all-aluminum 5.3 that he's putting in there, and it's about to be done. Josh said Big Chungus needs his own shirt in Goonie style. Big Chungus signed 5 T-shirts this weekend. So, you know, we signed T-shirts, I guess. We were on the TV show. Every time we go to a JJ's Arm Drop, people want us to sign their T-shirt. So I had been signing T-shirts all day. And Big Chungus is walking around with me all day. Because not only is Big Chungus, help at the drag strip, but Big Chungus is my bodyguard. We had some people try to get a little rowdy with us this weekend, and Big Chungus walk over there, and he just went, no, and they would stop. So Big Chungus is great to have at the racetrack. But he got to sign some T-shirts this weekend, and he wrote Big Chungus, parentheses, bodyguard, and I loved it so much. He was happy. Everybody thought it was great. It was awesome. You definitely need to get Big Chungus to do the truffle show.
I don't even know those.
talking fast. Have you watched anything on LS Fest? Super sick. I don't like to go to LS Fest. I'm sorry. That is just my opinion. Every time I go to LS Fest, you got to deal with the guys that are diehard LS. Now, I'm not, diehard small block Chevrolet, big block Chevrolet, LS, whatever. But when you go to LS Fest, those people are a little different. They are very passionate about that combo. So if you want to talk about anything else besides an LS at LS Fest, they're like, well, why don't you put an LS in there? And I'm like, Jesus, look, I'm just talking about my hot rod. You know what I mean? Some of the LS community is a little toxic. How about that? But I've been to many LS Fests before, and I enjoy the racing. I enjoy the cars, all that. Jim said, I used to clean the plugs if you're running your NOS a little fat. What are you talking about? NOS fuel side.
The guy said, what's the benefits?
What's the benefits, downside of banging through the motor versus purging it? Okay, so I put a purge noid on the milk truck, on whole milk.
I'm a messy eater.
So the reason I did that is sometimes, like when we went to Monroe, it was hot and the pressure rises very quickly in the staging lanes after the burnout box, backing up. Whatever you set your pressure at, it's guaranteed to rise in there because it gets hot in the cabin. So I look over, I purge my nitrous down close to where I want it, as close as I can without going past it. And then I'll rack it a couple times. And that usually moves the pressure just a tad. But the main reason I bang it through the motor, one, is to make sure that the system activates. And the system is activating. The last thing I want to do is go up there and not bang it through the motor and the kit not be on. When you bang it through the motor, I have the second biggest reason, my regulator deadheads. So I flow my fuel, I set my pressure, I bang it through the motor because the pressure deadheads and it sits there and it constantly builds. So right before I go to the line, I bang it through the motor, and after 2 bangs, the pressure is back to where it needs to be. So I always bang it, 3-4 times. 1 for the fans, 1 because it needs to be, 3 because it's badass, and the other reasons that I listed. You don't have to bang it through the motor. There's a lot of people that are like, oh my God, don't bang it through the motor, you'll blow your shit up. But to each their own. How about that?
I got tired quick.
I feel you, brother. Same here. I love anything with a motor. That's right. Iron Horse Garage said, the trash man. I'm referring to the guy that's always trash talking to you. Iron Horse Garage, if you're talking about Tony W., dude, he's just messing around. He was in the live feed tonight, and he was, like, asking questions. You know what I mean? He's real cool. He just likes running his mouth. I guess him and Mom would probably get along. Probably not. Actually, probably not. It would probably be bad, honestly.
That's why y'all didn't get along, because you both wanted to talk shit all the time.
Who?
For no reason.
Who?
You and Tony.
No, I get along with him.
No, I know it was a joke.
But, like, I like to run my mouth back to Tony because it's, like, the stuff that he says doesn't make very much sense sometimes, the shit that he does talk. So, I don't know. I enjoy the conversation. How about that? How about that? Come outside.
Stop.
You youngsters have to watch the Goonies. I've watched the Goonies. This one has not watched the Goonies. Okay. I always thought he was being serious. I did too, but the other day he was like, man, it's all in good fun. I don't know if he got showed up. And he was like, probably going to take it down a notch. or if he was really just kidding. Either one, doesn't matter. It's all good.
I think.
Holy shit, we've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
It's 9:15.
Okay, homies.
I wish we could talk to them forever.
I do too. I have such a good time sitting on here and talking to you guys. I really appreciate. Let me say this before we go. I really appreciate you guys a ton.
Bye.
Trailer Park Garage has made my life so much better. It keeps me on top of things. I always feel obligated to put a video out every week. And in doing that, that means I got to be out in the garage. So it motivates me to want to do something. We get to talk about stuff. You know, we stay fresh, all of that. I appreciate you guys a ton. And these live feeds, man, I haven't done one in so long. But this one tonight was really refreshing. I appreciate everybody that's been in here and hanging out with us, talking to us, talking about drag racing, you know, talking about the stuff that we got. We talked about Rob Zombie. We talked about Street Outlaws, Gone Girl, and Reaper. We talked about the EPA. By the way, I'm going to say that one more time. If you don't know what the RPM Act is, please Google it, check it out, sign a petition, talk to your senator, bomb them with the emails, just like the webcam hot girls and guys spam that we had in the chat tonight. We talked about our past 2 weeks. We talked about what we're getting ready to do with the OG milk truck. And most importantly, we talked about America. So thank you guys for hanging out. Shitbox is in here. Missed it. Was loading up to go to the track tomorrow. Damn. Well, Shitbox, look, I hope that you guys stay safe tomorrow. You get the ET that you're looking for or the wins that you need. Everybody that's been in here, I appreciate you guys. I know I've said it a time, but thank you guys. We will see you. Hold on. Always a great time, Milkman and Kirsten. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
I'm looking for a cool old either dragster, motor, go-kart, twin turbo. Okay. We will hop on another live feed probably next week because I'm ready to do it. Big money gamblers this weekend. Oh, I love it. I'm excited.
Cheers.
All right, homies. We are out. I'm going to eat some more dinner and a little bit of dessert. I really appreciate you guys a ton. I'm going to say it one last time. Love you guys, Trailer Park Garage family. Keep waking up in the morning and living it like it's going to be your last day. Bang it through the motor. Keep it real. Keep it cordialant or keep it gangster. Don't matter to me. Love you guys. Peace out.
The hair came down. Shit's getting real.